Hey you guys, so I was up early this morning because I had a few things I had to do. But first and foremost, this is my TMI part right now. So I know I spoke about it already, but I remember I was saying about I have like for some reason right now like this never ending period right now. Well, so last night I will first and foremost I've already made an appointment. It's next week. I want my doctor to talk and to discuss what's going on. I think what they're gonna do is like maybe check obviously my hormones and everything and see like why it's not stopping it. Cause over the years just with having the PCOS, I had to do a lot of reading on the whole situation. So I know like if you to have a period you have to have it's like the estrogen and all those other hormones are building up the lining, right? And then so like preparing your uterus for like if there's going to be a baby or a pregnancy. Well, if it doesn't happen, if the egg's not fertilized, then it all gets shed and the progesterone kicks in and does helps it shed out, right? So because of PCOS, there's some kind of issue there with the mechanism. So you can have periods, but there's women who don't. There's women that do. There's women that have irregular. There's women who like it could be either way. And I was one of those people who never had I never had periods, and then all of a sudden it kind of just happened regularly, like maybe 2 years ago. And prior to that, like I didn't have them. Like my mom, when I was 16 and 17, took me to the doctor. She was like, yeah, she hasn't had one or that we knew of or that was relevant. I don't know. It wasn't coming like every other girl and everything. So that was when they diagnosed me. But prior to that, they were like, you know how when before you're a teenager you see a pediatrician and it was just like, well, yeah, she's gaining weight, but she gets the same. Everyone eats the same at the house. Like it was me and my brothers. We all ate the same. We all were like relatively athletic, like track, everything like that. This is like elementary school. Um, Elementary, going to junior high age. And so that's pediatrician was like couldn't figure it out. She's like, I don't know what's going on because yeah, it's like she should not be. And so that's they didn't. I forgot what happened after that. It's a blur. But then when I was around high school age, that's when I saw the endocrinologist, and they were like, yeah, this is what's going on. And you know how you don't really think about it. You're like, okay, you've accepted it. You don't have periods or whatever like the other girls. So you just is what it is, and then you actually like it after a while because you're like, well, I don't have to deal with the cramps and anything, but you do with this condition still get that. You just may not get the actual period, but you do get like the sore boobs, you get the cramping, everything's happening, but the one part that needs to happen to make it come out. So obviously, if you don't have them, the hormones are still working up to a point. Like there's like one of my endocrinologists said there's activity, there's ovarian activity, but it's not the execution's not happening. So it's like your lining's just growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. There's nothing stopping it. And they said like you don't really have to have periods. You only have to have so many a year for the cells to not grow abnormally. So if you don't, it wasn't like, oh, you have to have a period all the time every month like we do. That's just how our bodies are. They work. We're supposed to have them every month or whatever, but you don't have to medically. So what they'll do though is they'll give you something that'll make you shed it, so that it won't overgrow. But, all those years, I really didn't put any stock in it, really. I mean, obviously, like every woman, you're just like, oh, well, will I be able to have kids? Will I be able to do this? Will I be able to do that? And they were more concerned about that, so you don't really. But until you kind of are trying to do that, they don't really address it that much. So, um, so yeah, I went for years, you guys, and I know this is kind of TMI for some people, but for women that deal with it, I am like a little concerned because I thought it was over last night finally, even though I was gonna keep my appointment because I'm like I gotta see what's going on, and I woke up later this morning and it's still going. So I'm just like, and like I told my friend about it, she was like, that's not good, you know. And then I told another one like, at work, and she's just like, so it's just like, I'm really like, I mean, I'm nervous, but I'm not 100 yet. I'm not totally thinking worst case scenario, but it is scary, you know, because it was coming like clockwork and lasting just how many ever days or whatever, and now it's just like it's been going like this is gonna be 3 weeks next week, and I'm like, you know, I was like, when I got that last box of tampons, I was like, I'm not gonna use these. I'm just so I got the little cheap Walmart version of Tampax because I was like, I don't care. I'm not gonna use them anyway. I'm only gonna use maybe one or two. This is just to supplement my, you know, my Tampax ones until I get more next month or whatever. You know, when I need them. And I just put like refill the ones in the bathroom, and yeah, I just had to put the rest, and then there's some in my purse. Like, you know, I'm just like, and it's not super heavy, but it's like not light. That's the thing. So I'm just saying, put a little something into the universe for me. You know, I'm not like the most religious person, but I am spiritual. I do believe someone's there up there. You know, I'm like I said, I don't want to think worst case scenario, just only because it could be a multitude of things causing it. Um, you know, like I said, the PCOS hormones are just out of control, and so it could be anything. But then it could be like, you know, I'm trying to think family things, but I remember, um, I call them kind of like I call her kind of our grandma because when my grandma passed away on my mom's side, like, um, I was like maybe 5 or 6, but as we were growing up, we were spending a lot more time with my grandma's brother and his wife for the holidays and things like that. So she's the only person I know of that she had a situation like that. She was like bleeding for months, and they waited too long, and then it was they couldn't do anything by the time they finally went and like went to get something, well, checked out. So, and she was older. She was like even like 60s or something, but you know, yeah, that was the one person I remember like just being young like that happened, you know. So I'm just like, you guys, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying not to put too much worry onto it. You know, it's just something that I want to just figure out what it is and then go from there. But you guys, I went to anyway. Change the subject. I digress. I went to Traders real quick, and then I really went to Walgreens because I had to get something at Walgreens. But then I freaking didn't set up my car right, so I had to wait and went to McDonald's, set it up, and then I got it all figured out. But yeah, I went to handle some business, and then I went to Traders first though. I only went to Walgreens to get this, and look how beat up this bag is, you guys. But I want to try this one because everyone says it's really good. The Rich Vanilla out of the Dunkin' line, so I'm gonna see. And these were only $6.99 at Walgreens. Like, you know how Amazon, Walmart, everywhere there's like 7 something. And I was like, I really don't want to do Walmart because Walmart didn't have this other thing that I've been looking for. They didn't have it in stock, so I was gonna order it. But oh god, is it Amazon stocking? Um, hold on. My dad has to get rid of these devices. There's too many of them in here. I can't think out loud. But okay, so I'm gonna try this later. And then I got more waffles at Trader Joe's. I went to Trader's for that wooden uh cutting board they have at the beginning of the holidays, because people are posting them already, and they didn't have any at this one. I bet you Claremont's gonna have some, but I don't know when I'm gonna go because I have to go. I'm already planning what I have to do on Sunday. I can't do it tomorrow because Saturday is like my tough day as far as getting to and from work on time and everything. I just don't want to like. I have to get here and then sleep for a minute and then go. And so I'm saying on Saturdays I'm not doing anything after work anymore. I'll just wait. I could do it any other day and Sunday, but not on Saturday because Saturday is too like because the way the train runs, and also Sunday's my last. I don't go back to Wednesday, so I might check out that Traders. I don't know, but yeah, they didn't have them at this one, and but they did have the tea I love. I wait for every year to come in. The candy cane green tea. It's like candy cane lane from Celestial Seasonings. But the only problem with it is it's decaf, and I always make fun of them here because they drink decaf coffee, and I'm like, what's the point? Even though I know decaf coffee has a little bit of caffeine, but I don't get it. But this will be good because it's been so cold here that I'm just like, I had my sweatshirt on like before I left. I was like, I couldn't even really get comfortable, because I was like, it's freezing up in here. And then I got some of these hash browns. And then last but not least, since I didn't have my cutting board, I got almond milk. Because I said I was going to get some more, but I'm going to get the unsweetened original kind. Not the unsweetened vanilla. Because I want to use this in certain recipes. I like it that it's kind of like not, super there. And I even had got the vanilla, and I could faintly taste. I didn't even really taste the vanilla, but I did taste a little bit of the almond taste. But if that was the case with the vanilla, imagine the unsweetened vanilla. Imagine the unsweetened with no flavor. So yeah, I'm gonna use this. I could use this in my soup, or probably won't use it in coffee as much because I just use my vanilla creamer. I like that International Cafe one, so that just makes every coffee I have taste good. The other creamer, the other one I got from Walmart, it just So yeah, but I'm just gonna use this in recipes sometimes. It just depends, because I liked it that one time I had that little taste test, but I just didn't. I don't know. I like these type better because they're smaller containers and they're not. They're shelf stable, so you don't have to have them in the refrigerator like the other brand. Okay, guys, let me finish this up. Then I went to Sprouts. I needed my lime juice. I've been looking on Amazon and everything. They have a lot of like concentrated lime juice, but I like to have this in my lemon or lime water. It does help with nausea. And because I'm having that from those pills, so like the lime juice I got the last time I got it from Vines, it fell and broke before I could even open it. Like it was my fault, but I was gonna get them the other night, but I was like, no, I can wait. So I was like, I went to Sprouts. The 16.9 ounce bottle at Sprouts is cheaper than Vines. I was about to get that, and I was like, wait, they have this one brand online on Amazon that you have to buy. For me, the value, I would have to buy 6, but it's like $60 or something. And I was like, I don't know if I want to get that. It's too much money. Like, it would be $6 off, but still, but it makes sense for me because of how much I use it. So I'm still thinking about it, but for the time being, I got Vicks, the big size of the lime juice, pure lime juice. It's easier to find the not from concentrate lemon juice, and I got a good deal, like I said, on Amazon for those bottles I got last time. But it's not as easy to find this one not from concentrate. But I'm trying to figure out if it really matters if I use the not from concentrate, because isn't lime juice just lime juice, or lemon juice? But I know the ones that are like from concentrate have other stuff added to them. And instead of me using the fresh limes and lemons, which I know will go bad before I feel like squeezing them up and stuff, this is way more convenient for me. I've been doing it for months using the bottle kind. So this is about 8 something for this bottle. And the smaller one that's about 16 ounces is 5 something there. So like this is the better deal because it's like 2 of those in one. But this is the one Amazon has these, and you can get like, I think it's like 6. It would be about 50. So that's about 8 times 8. Okay, $8 times 6. It'd be like a little less than what you probably at Sprouts. So I don't know. I have to think about it because I use it so much. I'm trying to look at the practicality of it. So okay, this is just water. It's not that important. Oh, I got a sandwich for dinner at work tonight. This I never tried this. It's herb tuna and cucumber on prairie bread. I don't even know what prairie bread is, but I think I've heard of it. And I got some more bread because, I needed it. My farmer's market bread, I mean, I wouldn't be able to get that until Sunday. And I'm going to already be going to Winco Sunday, so I'm probably not going to be going that way. So, because, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I will, because the Azusa bus goes by that farmer's market. Not the Fontana bus goes past Winco, but I go to Montclair from there. So yeah, I forgot. But I probably still won't go to the farmer's market this week because I already went. I mean, I was thinking about it because of them strawberries, but those hit, you guys. Like 2 or 3 little desserts out of those. And it was just a small, I only got the one basket because I was like, they're going to go bad before I get to them. And I don't have my dad here to eat the rest of them for me. So I was like, let me look at how I realistically consume things. So yeah, that's why I was just but they were good, which is not surprising. Farmers markets usually do have the better, stuff like that. But I don't know. They all kind of went up on their strawberries and stuff. I mean, I know the times are tough right now, but damn. So that's why I didn't get the 3. And then I was thinking, one time I got the 3 from a farmer's market, and I didn't even get to all of them. So it's I look at, like I said, the more how I consume it. And that's why I usually get frozen stuff. I was like, should I get some frozen strawberries? But then it's not the same, obviously, but for why I would use them. But it's just, yeah. So I was like, let me just get the bread now because I don't know if I'm going to go to that farmer's market. But I have to go to the Winco because something I got last time, I should have got more of it. But I wasn't expecting to like it that much. So I just got the smallest amount. It's something in their bulk bin. So I got to hit up Winco again. Okay, and then I got this just to carry with me. This crystal deodorant. I like using this. I like using my regular deodorants, Degree and all them, but I'm a natural deodorant person. But the only natural deodorants that really can withstand, sweating and everything and all that, in my opinion, are these type. The other ones are kind of hit and miss. You got to reapply them, obviously. But so when I'm just kind of I need to. When you need to, because I'm not sweating as much now because the weather's cooling down. So even at work the other night, I didn't even really sweat at all, like I typically would. When sometimes what is it called? Sometimes I feel like I need a detox, my armpits, because using the Degree and things like that, they leave a film, and when I'm showering, I'm like, okay, if I use my black soap, it'll get it all off. But sometimes I feel like I don't get it all off because they're meant to last. This one's meant to last 72 hours. And I got a 4-pack of these off Amazon. So there's 3. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. Sorry guys. Hold on. Is it still recording? I'm sorry you guys. It fell. I got a 4-pack of those. And I don't know what the other 3 are. But they last 72 hours, so there's a little some extra in them. That's why I'm yeah, sometimes I just feel like I need to kind of detox. So I got the smaller one. They had little bigger ones, but I just got the small. I don't want that to spill on there. My little soda spilled over. Okay, guys. And then the last but not least, I got some of these. I splurged because it's been so cold. Aren't they cute? And they have the little grips on them. These, I got them from Sprouts. Yeah, Walmart has some similar ones from Muckluck, and then I think their own brand, but I stretched these out in the store just to see if they stretch, and they stretch better than the Walmart. And I'm going to put them on right now. And I have fuzzy socks. I wore fuzzy socks with my shoes when I went out to do all these errands. So, I'm cool. Because my mom was texting me. She's like, there's no fuzzy socks right now. I'm so cold. Well, Monrovia is near the mountain, so I don't know what you talking about, cold. Because Diamond Bar is like, I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't get cold in Diamond Bar, but I mean, they have. My mom has one of those gas fireplace things that she can light up, but it's downstairs though. We have to sit like near in the family room, and then she has obviously the heater and stuff. But so yeah, I'm like, every time I look at that though, I think of my dog. I think of Marlon because we had his dog bed right where the fireplace is, and so yeah, he'll look back at it like, like, what are you guys doing? It's like this guy at work, this older guy. He's so cute. One time I was trying to like get this tote right. And so the toe kind of tilted because there was like stuff in it making it wide, so the robot wouldn't take it. So I was like near him, and it almost kind of fell out of my hand. He's like, "You're trying to kill me!" So every time I see him, I'm like, he's so cute. He's like this old man, and like, yeah, he's like, "You're trying to kill me." That's kind of like reminding me how Marlon would look at the fire, like, "You weirdos here, you're trying to kill me, huh?" But anyway, guys, I'm going to rest for a little while longer. I have to work tonight, so I'm so glad my workers called me this morning for work saying how both of my things got approved. So I already knew they got approved, but I was just waiting for them to get to it, like, because I just submitted like the paperwork and everything for the other day, and then the manager came up to me on Wednesday, like when I was going in, and he's like, he didn't even, like, he's not even my manager, but he's like, oh, he's like, Jocelyn, I have some feedback for you, and I was like, what did I do? I was thinking, what did I do? And then he's like, oh, nothing, it's just, I'm saying your UPT is, and I'm like, because my new UPT was negative, because I didn't have that thing in yet, and so I was just like, oh, yeah, but I'm thinking, bruh, what? So I'm just like, because he just walked on me like, I don't know him like that. He knew my name, who I was, everything. He's like, bruh. My own manager was there too. Like, dude, chill. This is a front house. Don't be worrying about me. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good Friday, TJF. Bye.